It is officially November, and I can't help but start to get a little bit excited about Christmas. They're even calling for snow next week. I know there's this great debate amongst people on, is it too early to start decorating in November for Christmas? Some people often wait until December. I myself find that December goes by so quickly. It's so busy and it just flies by. So I do tend to like starting to decorate a bit in November. I'll do the outside decorations first and then work to get things set up inside. The tree is always the last addition, sort of at the tail end of November, so that it's nice and fresh for Christmas still and New Year's, because we do get a fresh tree each year. We love doing that. We'll get a big 9-foot Christmas tree. I cannot wait to show you when we get that set up and decorated, but that's still a few weeks out. Now that it's November, I'm starting to get those cozy Christmas festive vibes. Like I said, I'm not going to be decorating inside just yet, but in a few weeks, most definitely. But I do love popping around the shops to see what they have new in store for the Christmas season. Christmas is definitely one of my favorite times of the year. There's this magic that is associated with Christmas, and I just love it so much. I'm really excited about the next vlogs that I have planned that are just going to be slowly transitioning into all the Christmas feels and the festive spirit. I really want to highlight all the beauty and joy that this season has to offer. This week's vlog, I'm going to be doing some cozy baking, some delicious, absolutely addicting chocolate chip cookies that are super easy and quick for you to whip together, even if you don't have a lot of ingredients. And maybe you're just feeling a little snacky one night and you don't have any sweets in the house. This is one that you can just quickly throw together. And then I'm definitely going to plan a trip to some of the local shops to see what they have started putting out on display, what they've started putting out on display for Christmas decor. So I hope you're going to enjoy the next couple of vlogs and this week's vlog. I really appreciate you being here. Let's get the cozy November vlog started with some delicious chocolate chip cookies. I've gone ahead and laid out all the ingredients that we're gonna need to make our cookies. I have pre-melted 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We have a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. It's 6.75 ounces of white flour. It's important to get the 6.5 ounces so that you have those perfect ooey gooey chocolate chip cookies. We're gonna need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of salt, and then I've gone ahead and chopped up 3/4 cup of chocolate chunks. You could also use chips, but the chunks are gonna work just perfect. I preheated the oven for 350 degrees Celsius, and I'm gonna make my life easy and use my KitchenAid mixer to get the batter ready for the oven. First up, we're gonna add our butter and both our white and our brown sugars. And we'll just mix this until it's nice and creamy. Next, we're gonna add in 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. A little extra for good luck. This next step is important. We just want to incorporate the vanilla and the eggs at a low speed for about 10 to 15 seconds to make sure that our cookies are not stiff. Okay, now we're gonna add in our flour and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Just a little bit of salt. Mix that up. Now I'm just gonna add in our chocolate and just fold that in with my spatula. Look how nice and chocolatey that looks. Now we're just rolling our dough into about 12 cookies. I still have a couple more that I'll put in for a second batch, but we'll start with these 8. And then we just pop these in the oven for 9 to 11 minutes. First batch is out of the oven. I may have made them a little bit big, but that's okay. Nobody's going to complain in this household. I'll just leave these to cool now, and we are going to enjoy these very soon. All right, mission accomplished. The first batch is out of the oven, and they look fantastic. They've been cooling just ever so slightly, and I'm just gonna try one to make sure it's not poisonous. Ideally, we'd want to let them cool a little bit longer, but oh my goodness, how could you not resist? Yeah, that makes me very happy. So good. Please say you'll try this at home. I'll put the recipe below. Even though it is a gray, gloomy, rainy day, I've decided to treat myself to a gingerbread latte and get myself into the Christmas spirit. Just the smell of this gingerbread latte is bringing back all these nostalgic Christmas feelings for me. From Christmas markets and the twinkly lights and baking and putting up the Christmas tree and decorating. So fueled with caffeine and Christmas cheer, I've decided to pop out to some of the local shops just to see what they've started to put out in terms of Christmas merchandise and decor. First, I'm going to pop over to Canadian Tire, which may not be people's first choice when they think of Christmas shopping, but I have been seeing on my social media feed some really fun looking Christmas items and these really cute looking appetizer plates, and they have these like Victorian Cotswold cottages on them with some holly. They look super cute, so I want to check them out in person to see if they are worth picking up. And then I'm probably going to pop over to Winners just to get a little sneak peek into what they have going on there. And don't worry, later on in the month, we're gonna visit some less generic stores and see what some of the boutiques and the garden centers have, and definitely some of the Christmas markets. I cannot wait. So I'm just slowly easing into the Christmas shopping at the moment. But for now, let's pop into Canadian Tire and see what they have. So adorable. These are the ones I'm on the hunt for. I still have a few left. So as you can probably see, Canadian Tire is still getting set up for Christmas, but the good news is that I was able to find those appetizer plates that I was on the hunt for, and they're even more adorable in person than I could have imagined, which is very exciting. I did also see some dinner plates. They're covered in this really delicate holly pattern, and I think they're just so sweet. I'm gonna have a think on it, but the more that I am thinking about it as I'm sitting here, I do think those plates are gonna end up coming home with me. But for now, I'm gonna pop over to Winners and see what they have. Let's go. so good. Home now and wanted to give you guys a peek into what I picked up while I was out and about. First up from Winners, I found these really beautiful sort of natural, neutral patterned kitchen towels. It's a set of 2 and I love how they don't scream Christmas, so it's a really nice subtle transition into the festive season. Next, of course, I couldn't help but pick up another sweater. But I've never had a what you would call Christmas sweater before. And I love how this is sort of, it's subtly Christmas. It's got this nice sort of cinnamon red color, if you can call it that. And like I said, it's really subtle. I love the snowflakes and geometric pattern. It's got a really nice mock neck to it, high-low bottom. I think I'm gonna get some really great use out of this over the cooler months. And then of course, you've already heard me talking about these adorable side plates. I was able to get a pack of 2. There's 4 per pack, so 8 is gonna be plenty for us. And you can just see, hopefully, how adorable they are. They have this beautiful gold trim and these little Victorian homes that, you know, they look like they're straight out of the Cotswolds or the Holiday movie, which I love that movie. And I definitely think I'm going to go back this weekend to get the dinner plates, although they don't have the houses on them. They have, let me open up one of these boxes and I'll lay them out so that you can see all of the patterns because they're each different. Look how absolutely adorable these are. The little Christmas trees. They look like they could be a really cute house in London or the Cotswolds. Get the little wreath. Oh, I love this one so much. And they're really great weight to them. And as a bonus, they are microwave and dishwasher safe. Perfect for entertaining. I got 2 packs. They come in a set of 4, so that is going to be really great for entertaining this Christmas. It has been so fun to kick off the festive season with you guys as we get further into November and closer to the big day in December. I'm just going to be sharing more and more fun Christmas adventures and crafts with you. I hope you all have the best week ahead, and I look forward to catching up again next week. Bye for now.